Mehregan is an ancient Persian celebration to thank Mother Nature and the God above. Therefore, it's a Persian Thanksgiving. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm MJ and today I'm gonna be celebrating Mehregan. And I thought that I would share this video with you since I have a recipe for an ancient Persian bread made for this occasion called Sorok or Soro. So what is Mehregan to begin with? Well, it's a celebration to thank Mother Nature during harvest season, meaning right now. Mehregan was celebrated by setting a table. On that table, there were mostly fruits and they were round and orange or red, the color of sun to represent the sun. But fruits are not recipe, they're just fruits, we put them there. So for the day, I thought I would bring the recipe for the traditional bread that they would make. During that time, they still make it in Yazd during celebrations, and I'm gonna share the recipe for that. Hope you'll enjoy it. The recipe begins with warm water, not hot boiling water, just hot enough so that when you put your finger in it, you will feel the warmth, but it won't hurt you. Then the sugar and yeast would be sprinkled on top, then give it a whisk and set that aside for the yeast to bloom. Give it about 10 minutes, the magic will happen. And in another big bowl, we're gonna be putting flour and our spices along with salt. For the spices, we're gonna be using turmeric and cumin. I know, a little bit funky for a bread, huh? But turmeric is really traditional in Persian cooking. In every food we put a lot of turmeric, so we use that pretty much every day. But honestly, I'm not sure about it being in the bread. Will it just affect the color or it will just affect the flavor? The other interesting spice is cumin, and I'm really curious about the flavor because it has a kind of bitter and spicy, like hot spicy taste, and I don't know how will it be in a sweet bread, After adding the spices in, give them a good mix. Then the yeast should be bloom, so pour that in as well. Now give them all a mix. Once the dough is forming in the bowl, you can tip it out on a clean surface and start kneading. Now the kneading process shouldn't be so hard. It would just be 10 minutes if you're using your hands, but if you're using a stand mixer, for example, it wouldn't take that long, maybe 5 to 7 minutes. It would be enough. You just want to knead and keep kneading the dough until it's very smooth, pliable, and when you poke your finger in it, the dough will spring back. After the dough is well kneaded, you can place it back in the bowl, but only if you're using a metal or glass bowl. Other than that, don't put it in there. The turmeric will stain bad. Speaking of which, wash anything the turmeric got on it immediately, or it will stain bad. It'll probably still stain, but not as bad. Anyways, to stop my pretty purple plastic bowl from staining, I just let the bowl of dough rest on the surface and then I place the bowl upside down on it and let it rest there. It would probably take 1 to 2 hours for the dough to rise and double in size. So meanwhile, you can go down below and subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Okay, 1 hour is done and my bowl of dough is perfectly risen. Now deflate the dough, shape it into a round ball and cut it into pieces. How many you want? I went for 8 and they were medium to big size. So if you want bigger, go bigger. If you want smaller, just go smaller. It is up to you. After that, I shaped them each into a tight ball by gathering the corners, I would say, or sides of the dough in the middle and then turning it backwards and just shaping it into a tight ball. The footage will help. Now take each ball and flatten it down. I went for 1/4 inch thickness and they were perfect. By the way, I'm using my hands to flatten them down, but you can definitely use a rolling pin or an empty bottle of some sort, but I just wanted to be authentic, just stay like it was meant to be, like, just traditional and something like that. And to be honest, I didn't want my rolling pin to be stained yellow. It's just a hell of a pain to clean it up. After you're done, you can cover them off with a towel and let them rise for another 30 minutes or so. You just want them to be slightly puffy. To prevent wasting oil, I took a small pan, filled it up with half an inch of oil and let that heat up. We want to shallow fry them, not deep fry them, so yeah, they would be healthier, I guess. No, they won't. When the oil is heated, take each disc of dough and poke some holes in it using a fork or a skewer of some sort. This will prevent them from having a huge air bubble in the center. Now, you just put them in the oil and fry them. Be careful when you're dropping them in the oil because you don't want to splash hot oil on yourself. And if you're wondering, no, a candle thermometer is not required. Give the bread a minute or two and flip it when you see it's golden brown on one side. Once the other side of the bread is golden brown and is fully cooked, take it out on some paper towels. And you're done. All you need to do is to sprinkle some sugar on them while they're hot and enjoy. And they were so good. The first bite I took, I was overwhelmed with the different flavors, the sweetness, the slight bitterness and earthiness of turmeric, that spiciness of the cumin that it has. It was so good. I would definitely make them again, and I encourage you to make them as well. They are that easy to make. And you have something to celebrate Mehregan with. Even if you don't, you just have some pretty good snack to make. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go down below and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to comment down below what you want me to make next time. Also, tell me what did you think of this video. I'm Mehregan. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time.